Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the OG Network. Welcome to Philly Talk. Hopefully, everybody's having a blessed, wonderful day. As y'all seen that 30-second commercial with the top to bottom hair and skincare products, make sure y'all taking advantage of the OG Network 26 promo code. That's OG Network 26 promo code. You can get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up. And with that said, we're gonna move on. What's up, Smooth Operator? Welcome in the chat, man. Welcome into the chat. Welcome in the chat. Yes, this is Philly Talk. And most of the time on Philly Talk, we bring in some guests, and sometimes we don't have a chance to get a guest, but sometimes we bring a guest. Sometimes it's just me and Ant Like the Bug, and we just, reflect on things that we experience in Philadelphia and stuff like that. But today, it's going to be a little bit different. But before I go too far, I'm going to let Ant tell you a few words and say what it is, and then we're going to get into it. Go ahead, Ant.
All right. What's going on, y'all? It's Ant Like the Bug bringing y'all another Philly Talk tonight, 7 p.m. We appreciate anybody that slide through and, got some conversation for us. We just really, like you said, we going off, well, we usually go out the wind, but maybe with a guest or something. But right now, we talking about some things that, that all of us have pretty much experienced, you know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, because we don't have, much time, we just gonna go into it, y'all.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, I got a question for you, man. I know you call yourself Ant Like the Bug, but is there a bug like the ant?
Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure somebody want to steal it and rearrange it or something anyway.
No, I'm saying, is there a bug out there? Is there a bug out there that's like the ant?
No. Bug like the ant? Yeah. Nah, probably not. You know what I mean? I'm a special. Yeah, I'm a special person. You know what I'm saying? But there probably is a bug out there that won't beat me as much as me being an ant. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's all good. Yeah, we was basically getting into the show, whatever. Me and Ant was having a conversation, and if you in the chat, what's up, Smooth Operator again? What's up, Menace?
It was good with you.
But the people that are on the live right now, and people that's in the chat, I don't know how old you are, but I want y'all to put
in about Menace. What's up with you? Yeah.
What board games did you play growing up?
Board games, not video games, y'all. Board games.
Not video games.
Keep it primitive.
Yeah. Board games did you play growing up?
Yeah.
So we want y'all to put it in check. If it was okay, he said he played chess.
He said play. Sorry, I played sorry. Play Monopoly. Move operator, Monopoly.
Okay. All right. We're gonna give it a little bit of while, and see who else come in the chat and see what they say they what
games did they play?
What games did they play?
So we're gonna explain where they're going when we say games, and then we're gonna take it into, like I said, but we want to see what other board games people play. Like it could be anything, y'all. Jenga, Parcheesi. We ain't had Jenga back in, but I get some of it. I get some of that, but we're gonna get in it. OMG, me too. Monopoly, low key. Ain't gotta be low key. You can speak up for it. Listen, we all ain't had no money, and we all been cold. We all been sitting in the house and just was like, "What we gonna do? I want to watch TV." Monopoly? Yeah, Monopoly. Let's just play. You know what I'm saying?
Candyland.
Oh, I forgot about Candyland.
I forgot about Candyland. But
what's up? Yeah, not too late.
Yeah, so we talking about board games. We want to know what other board games that y'all play when y'all was growing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What
keep
card
on
games
pushing.
that you guys played?
What card
Well,
games we got
with
going
me,
on?
it
Yeah,
was
card games.
number one hood game when it comes to the card game is Uno. I don't care what nobody say. That's the
Oh,
number one hood
no.
game.
Pity pat.
Well, yeah, pity pat, yeah, but Uno, aka Uno.
Uno now, yeah.
Man,
Uno is now.
wait. I got one for you before we get there. Before pity pat and before Uno, the real number one game was Nux.
Nuts. Oh yeah. Yeah, I learned that early too. Nuts. You had
I don't know.
yeah, man.
Huh?
Cards Against Humanity is the new best card game. Cards Against Humanity, Sean. Does he say? I ain't never played that.
Yeah, Sean, I ain't never played that.
Cards Against. Is that you said that's new? Is the new best card game? Shit ain't. Start playing Uno now, and I'm 43 now. Yeah, Uno can be a. Go ahead.
Let me explain something to you about Nux. This Nux was a fight starter.
Yeah.
Well, that was Uno. I don't know if y'all understand the game of Nux when it comes to playing cards. But at the end of the depending on who you are, we would take the cards, and if depending, I think it was a red cards. If you ended up with how many red cards you ended up with, I think it's red cards. I haven't played in so long. Whatever, how many red cards you ended up with, that person get to take the deck of the cards and hit you on your knuckles with it. Everybody that's playing get to smack you on the knuckles with how many red cards you had. So let's say you ended the game, they won the game, and you had 3 red cards. So they get to take the deck of the cards and slap you on your knuckles 3 times. But here's the thing. Imagine the cards, the edges of the cards stacked together, and they're hitting your nuts with them joints like bam, bam, bam.
Knuckles, y'all, not nuts. Knuckles.
Knuckles. Yeah, you know your knuckles, right? Now, if you hit that person with the cards and you drop some, they get to hit you back.
Yeah.
When other red cards you drop out of your head when it happened, point of return.
Yeah, point of return. Yeah. Is it here?
Carolina card pickup.
Dark Horse 52 pickup. Yeah, I played that. Yeah. How about you? I forgot about that. Shit, we played slaps.
Yep.
Oh, y'all was playing fight. That's another fighting game.
That's another fighting game.
So that was never on the rules of the game. That's the crazy thing. We made those rules. There was nothing on the paper saying Nux or some of them was slap. You know what I'm saying? We just made that up just for violence. The 52 pickup was a Wild Carolina LOL.
Yeah. Man.
Oh man. Listen, every board game or home game started with it was okay, it was laughter, but you was there wanting to fight by the time the game was over. There's only a few that actually became volatile. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he said, yeah. My order was skipping. It sound like nuts though. That's what I told you. It sound like nuts, Ron. No, we said knuckles.
It was. We called it
Asshole. Asshole was a great card game. Oh, remember that one? Asshole. Well, how did you play Asshole? You gotta tell me that.
I don't know, but I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I told you that's why we made up stuff. I don't remember nothing. No rules to knuck. I don't remember no new rules to slap. That's because when we fighting back when we all had guns like right.
Right.
Exactly.
That's why everybody had to know how to fight back then.
Yeah, you had to know how to fight. Or couldn't wait to get the nuts, get the end of the cards. That was the only way you was gonna beat. You know what I'm saying? And Uno, draw 3, draw 4, draw 2, skip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you be like reverse, skip, reverse.
And we changed the rules in that game.
Yeah. We weren't supposed to do that. We always change the rules in the game. which is going to get to the points that we talk about, y'all.
This is why we getting to the point of what we were talking about, and this is why we asked about what kind of board games, card game that people play. All right, now next question for those in the chat is that what was the game you mentioned that before? Life, right? Didn't you say game? What was that? Life?
Yeah, Life.
We were talking about Life, Monopoly, chess. I mean, we played checkers,
Fruits and Ladder, Operation.
Fruits and Ladder, Operation.
Mhm.
Operation really wasn't a board game, but it still was a game.
Right. Spades. You know what I mean? Domino. Chess, checkers. What's that? Backgammon.
Yeah.
Scrabble.
Scrabble, yeah.
We hated playing Scrabble though. Because you was gonna make up something no matter what. He said, "That's asshole." Wait a minute, take it back. He tried to take us back. What was it he said before that?
Deal
out.
You lie and say I got 3 aces.
And so on. Someone calls you out of that card to see if you're lying about. Oh, okay. I kind of like that, John. It's almost kind of like spades. It's almost kind of like spades just a little bit. You know what I mean? Because just a little bit. I ain't never played poker or nothing like that. Spades and dice was my high school hallway game. Yeah. I learned how to play spades. Yeah. I never learned how to play dice though. I never learned how to play dice, which also is another point we're going to talk about in the board games. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one, Jacks. I forgot about Jacks.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real good one.
Jack.
Now,
we all played Jack.
My game was when we was pitching quarters. You know what I mean? When you pitch quarters up to the wall, and whoever get close to the wall, win your money.
Yeah. That was another game.
Didn't Richard used to play Battleship, didn't he?
Yeah. You guys played Battleship. Yes, I played Battleships. I was gonna name that earlier too. Yeah, you stake my battleship.
Yeah.
You be like C7. We all on the other side. You trying to look at where they placing it. You like C7. C12.
And I think Battleship is another one that's really good for this conversation because the point that we was getting through with this is that how many of us realize the real life lessons in these games?
Yes. It was a lesson in each one of them. Although there was a games, which is life. Life play with you in so many different ways.
Right.
And in order to win.
Now I'm not talking about when we got older. I'm talking about when you was playing these games. Did you really realize that somebody we're gonna start with Monopoly. We're gonna start with Monopoly. And all right, so if you look at Monopoly, now only reason why I'm starting with Monopoly because if I'm in real estate, I invest, and I buy banks, I buy stock in banks, and I accumulate dividends, right? So
we had to stop playing a fifth quarters game at my school. Like a quarter was the shit back then. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole quarter, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can get a lot with a quarter back then. You get fucked up. And listen, if you wind up with all the quarters after school, you get robbed. Like, you better take me to the store.
He said, Smooth Operator said, Monopoly taught us how to watch how to spend, and I still ain't learned a lesson yet.
Oh, wait till we get into that, my brother.
All right, so back to the conversation of Monopoly, right? So we know Monopoly give you a certain amount of money to start out with. You start walking around the board, you roll the dice. You're going around the board. You trying to buy some property, right?
Yeah, you walking up the block, going up and down the street.
Right. You walking down the street. You trying to buy some property, right? Now we're trying to make it look like a real life scenario.
Yeah.
So you walking down the street, you got a couple of dollars. You trying to buy some property. Now you see a house. I mean, you land on some land that don't nobody own. You like, yo, how much for the land? Because they got the price up there. Now you say, you know what? I'm gonna buy this land. But the land is not developed yet. It's just land. So now you try and go through and accumulate some more money. Why? So you can develop this land and put some property on it. Why?
Right.
Because if somebody step on my property, they're gonna have to pay me. Now you remember the board game, you had the water department there, and you had the electric department.
Yeah.
And you had the railroad.
Yeah.
Well, it costs money to get on the train, right?
Right.
It costs money for that water.
And listen, everybody. And what piece did you want in the game? Did you want the horse?
The car.
Did you want the car? Did you want the thimble? Like that was another argument. That was another argument just to start the game. But go ahead.
Listen, white folk. If you're on this live and you white, understand this. No black person wanted that goddamn wheelbarrow. We was like, we ain't going back to slavery. I ain't putting no one. You was mad
the wheelbarrow and
the wheelbarrow was the only thing left.
Yeah, the wheelbarrow and the thimble. Even the thimble, they were like, what is that, a waste basket or thimble? I don't care. I don't want the wheelbarrow. Look, that's going to slow me down. But he said what? Oh, the dog, yeah.
Some people wanted the horse. Ain't nobody want that wheelbarrow, bro.
But listen, the wheelbarrow actually, when you think about it, laborish wise, it really was really better to have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To work with. You can stack it up, you're gonna make your job out, make some money with it.
Right. Because it was a tool. But everybody wanted the car.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me
Which
wrong,
is another point. Yeah, it's another point. Go ahead.
But my point is that it was teaching you a life lesson, meaning it was teaching you that if you go see some empty land and you got a few dollars, buy that land up. If you develop that land, you own that land, people will have to pay to use your land. If you got a house on that land,
or an apartment, because remember they had houses, they had apartments. Go ahead.
And now here's the thing: you had a house. When you get 4 houses, then eventually you put a hotel on it. They were telling you something. They were telling you something. If you get a hotel, now you get the full rate. That means that the more you develop your land, the more value it has. So anybody come now, you got to pay top dollar to land on my land because now my property is fully developed. And your whole key of it is to monopolize the whole board where you owned everything and everybody's paying you.
Yeah.
And eventually you win the game because everybody else is bankrupt. Now wait. Now you gotta borrow from the bank. But how do you borrow from the bank? You gotta liquidate your property.
And there's always somebody there to try to buy it up. You can get sent to jail. You can land on some high property, get sent to jail. You have money to get out and better bail out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just starting to realize how funny Monopoly was. The hell, yeah, it was funny.
You was trying to land everybody homeless. All you wanted was the money. You ain't care about nobody's house. You ain't care about taxing on that. All you wanted to do is get their money. Get the money. That was it. You ain't want no property. You ain't want nothing. All you wanted was the money.
Yo, I'm thinking back when I played Monopoly, when I was really killing them, right? I was buying people property, giving them more than the property was worth just so I could control the board.
Right. Monopoly. So serious.
You would never, listen, you would not understand how relentless somebody is. When people start talking about they nice and they kind, when you get money and you got that much control, the power side of you start to come out.
Yeah, exactly. Just what people do. It's exactly what people do. Once the money involved, everything changes.
You playing Monopoly with your homie, and you taking
Your
all his
parents.
money, all his.
It's your parents. Your parents, not this shit. I put my parents out. Listen, they got mad at you. They be like, "Oh, so you gonna charge me for living there?" What's up out the pit? What's up with you? What's up, bro? You gonna charge me for living there? Okay, we see after this game over where you gonna live and sleep at. I had a narcissistic pop, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the game, you gonna pay. As I said, it made people mad at you. Oh, you gonna pay? And I said, but go to bed. It's time to go to bed. Mr. Property Management.
You out here now. You on Monopoly, robbing Peter to pay Paul. You just try to survive on Monopoly now, because whoever really was winning that game, they was crushing everybody. And the worst thing, man, every time you got near Park Place and Broadwalk, you was panicking.
For sure.
Unless it was your property, but you knew whoever owned Park Place and Broadwalk, you did not want no parts of that.
No, you was like, man, that's like the Beverly Hills, the Manhattan, where you be like, no. I ain't going to listen. You ain't even want to go around there. He was like, it wasn't even a hood on that joint. You was like, I ain't going around there. I do like candy. Took no brains. Took no brains to play that game. I was a kid. Look, my dad wouldn't have let me play that. That'd have made me fatter. My dad would have been like, no, you ain't playing that game. Candyland. He's all about, you know what I'm saying, messing with me about my weight. He'd be like, no, we ain't buying that.
But the more
anything they got. They shouldn't have kids playing with their parents with that game, though, because parents used to be on some other shit. Like, that's what's up, G. You hopping on this live.
Oh, you talking about OG? I mean, you come in if you want, bro. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you come, man. Yeah. That's as I said, like it's all about the games, you know what I'm saying, that people played in these games and had to learn, but you didn't know that that's what you were supposed to do. You ain't realize until later when you like the game Life. I never played it until I was probably like 30 something.
Right.
And I'm like, man, you get to have kids. I mean, 1 or 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? You was going to court, I think it was some weird stuff, and I was like, watching the show. No, I'm just chilling. Oh, he's saying watching the show. Okay. Thanks, though, for okay. Right. It's all good. But like Life, I didn't play Life until later in my life. But I was sitting there thinking, like, man, if I would have thought about this, or if my older peers would have taught it to me that this is what this is about, because like Life was such a, like, that game itself, like I was really blown away. But after I was grown, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I wish I would have played this game. You know what I mean? And then after that, I don't know if I'd have learned the lesson, but Monopoly made us learn lesson. You know what I mean? Made us learn lesson. That was the first play. That's the first realest game. Go to jail. You like, ain't no other game that go to jail. You ain't go to jail.
What crime did I commit?
Yeah, I ain't pay my utility bill. What?
He's like, go to jail. Go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
You couldn't even get your commissary up. They just stretch you, like, said, straight to jail. Like, what happened to court?
The worst part about that is you sitting there, you waiting to roll. I think you had to roll doubles to get out. Or you had to wait for you to pick one of them cards and say you had to get out of jail free card. Your friend might have had to get out of jail free card. You're like, man, let me get you $100 for that.
Yeah, let me buy that jail. How much fee? And listen, he wasn't your real friend until he sold you that, John. You be mad as hell. And then listen, and if you had couples, oh man, that really caused a lot of stress in people's lives.
But that's what the video game. Think about Monopoly. the actual game, it was really, really designed to teach you about life.
Yeah.
How to actually build wealth,
Yeah. Yeah.
so to speak.
Build
And
wealth and invest in property, invest in land. It made you understand there was rules that could get you. I mean, not that that was what you got arrested for, but the fact that that's the realest thing right there when you talk about law. There was no other game that had a law of you being arrested in. You know what I mean? They should have had you arrested with playing nuts or asshole. You know what I'm saying? You know, even dominoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? They play the domino, they call it bone. So, you know what I mean? You was like, damn, what they call it that for? They should have called Nux Bones.
yeah, they definitely played Monopoly. Didn't realize at the time how relevant it was, and that was the reason why we said y'all want to come into the show this time, because that's why we was doing it a little bit different today. We had this conversation, and we felt like Philly Talk would have been a good time for that, because when I was 16 years old, and me and some of my homies, I don't think you was there at the time, man, but we was talking about real estate then, right? And I was 16 years old. And this is the real truth. Me and my buddies and them was talking about real estate, and we was walking through the neighborhood and we was counting all the abandoned houses, because there was a lot at the time too. And we was counting all the abandoned houses. And we kept looking at different houses and trying to see like whatever. And we 16 years old talking about real estate. Kid you not. And we trying to figure out a way to make money to get into real estate. We was at my buddy's house, and I said to them, I said, listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I hear y'all. It all sound good. I'm either going to do it with y'all, or I'm going to do it without y'all. But I'm definitely going to do it. That was all I said. And what happened?
You did it without him.
Did it without him. Because I understood at the time the possibility of real estate and what it could actually do for me. And then, but like I said, I did not relate it to Monopoly. But the more me and Ant was talking about the game, and we really started to get into the in-depth things about the game, we realized how much of life is teaching you. Now, here's the thing. I own stock in water companies right now, currently. All of them pay me dividends. Now, when you play Monopoly, it says the bank pays you dividends because of whatever your property or whatever you own. Now, I own stock in the banks. They also pay me dividends. Now, I'm not thinking about this stuff. I'm not thinking about this stuff right now. But at the time, I'm like, I'm not realizing this is it. But now as I get older, I realize Monopoly was really, really giving you a whole lot of life lessons, and it did not resonate at the time. But then I started thinking about the stuff that I do today, investment-wise, property-wise, my mindset, how I manage my money, saving, making sure I'm getting a return on my investment, make sure my money is not idle and not making me no money. Monopoly was teaching a lot of that. I got stock in the railroads. Because I own stock in railroads, trucker companies, and they all pay me dividends.
We didn't know though.
But at the time, I did not realize what the psychological thing that Monopoly was trying to do in your head. Now listen, we in the hood. Me and Ant, we grew up in the hood. Right. If we would have really embraced that knowledge in the hood at the time, man, we probably would have been like,
we'd have been part of the monopoly.
Right.
We'd have monopolized.
If you think about it, Ant, me and my two brothers was literally trying to monopolize the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Collectively, at one point, we owned about 6 houses in the same neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we were trying to, at that point, we were trying to monopolize the neighborhood. We was like, we're gonna buy up as much as we could.
Right.
But
which made
sense at the time. Now, my point is that sometimes you gotta, as much as we grew up in the hood. Now, man, we grew up, and I always tell people I grew up real poor. We grew up poor. But those life lessons and how I started to shift my money and use my money differently, I started realizing that, man, Monopoly was teaching you a whole lot.
Yeah.
And it was doing it in a fun way. But if we would embrace it more when we was playing the game and realize how much of it applies to actual life, who's to say how far you will be in life?
Yeah, and then honestly, again, we all looked at it as a game, and apparently our parents did too, because they bought the board games for us. But not all of them actually played the game with you.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say this about our people, but sometimes we don't want to read the law right on the policies that's going to withstand. We don't finish reading the policy, and then we start making up our own stuff. But again, if we would depend, probably, like you said, the parents would, as they still do, buy you toys. They don't know what you got. They bought you computers. They don't know what you got going. And they buy you internet. They don't know what it is. They just give it to you because they like, oh, this will make you happy.
Or this is what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, it's everybody. I'm just going to do this and buy that to make you happy. Now, I would say that some of the games I actually played with my parents, more so my mom. I think my dad probably played Sorry with us a couple times. I remember my mom playing Scrabble. I think my dad did play Scrabble at some point. Yeah, I do remember playing Scrabble. My dad, he was kind of an intellect back then. So he would Scrabble would probably be something that he wanted to play. What's up, Towards the Garden? What's going on, my guardian, T the Guardian? You know what I mean? You played any board games? Facts, we had about 4 set of rules with game Uno. That's a we never tried to stay on the path of whatever the book was telling us to do. And we had to make
we changed the rules to make it convenient for what we wanted it to do at the time.
The same thing we do as humans in our lives with the law. We make it be what we want it to be, the way we think it should be. Change the rules of the game. The game is out there, but you can use it against itself. As again, how life is.
Yeah, I learned a lot. I mean, we would have learned a lot.
Nobody read that. Yeah.
Now, let's go to the other one you mentioned. Anybody ever played the game Operations? The electrical operations game.
Yeah. Anybody played Operations? Let me see if anybody answered that. Well, he right. Nobody read the instructions.
Nope. Now, in the game Operations, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
You had to have a steady hand.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't touch those edges because
yeah, and then you have people behind you go, the same people on there, boo, trying to, just like people on the streets, they trying to make you mess up. Yes, I played at my white friend's house.
Yeah, that's why white people at that time was becoming doctors, because they learn how to operate.
They learned how to operate. Surgeons and doctors, they understood the anatomy. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They understood all of the body features, and they understood that you got to be very careful when you go inside of somebody, because one false move could kill them.
Yeah.
So the intent behind the game was to make sure you had a steady hand, that you could take those tweezers and pull out the body parts that you need to pull out.
Without, and like you said, having the patience, and also the what you call it, the eye-hand memory, muscle coordination too, is just well. Yeah, as it definitely was, like you said, you felt like you was actually being electrocuted if you touched those damn things. You know what I mean? Because you heard it. It scared you, made you jump. But if you had your thought and you just took your concentration without nobody trying to say nothing to you or stop you from pushing you, from stopping you from doing what you're doing, what you think about life, that's what life is. There's always somebody trying to stop you from doing what you're doing. Sometimes it's your friends who were you playing amongst the poor people. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to win. You know what I'm saying? They trying to win. That's what the game is about, trying to win. So the game is the dog world. It's a world. Obstacles. Let me see. Strategy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what, even when you play Uno, even if you change it to Brutal, it was a strategy when you got your cards in your hand and you watch somebody else's hand, and then you like, wait a minute, they about to try to get out. So you turn around and look at somebody else and you're like, I'm trying to think what kind of color they got so we can keep this person in the game. Think about this kind of crabs in the basket type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to continue. I mean, we kept people up sometimes. You like, draw 4, draw 2, 6, skip. You know what I'm saying? You going around the world, you like, you trying to do everything to keep that person, put some cards back in that person's hand. Now everybody against you. Not everybody against you. Yeah. Saying hide something from certain people by putting in a book because they don't read, right? We did. As soon as we seen the little book, we was like this. All right, man. Look. We ain't gonna do this. We ain't gonna do that. The Jokers ain't, you know what I'm saying? We taking out this card. We had Connect 4. Yo, I love Connect 4. Jenga. Trouble. I forgot about Trouble. But my uncle taught me how to play chess. Yeah, I never learned how to play chess. But I forgot about Trouble, though. See that right there in the South? The name of that already. You know what I'm saying? So they was giving it to us. We just didn't take it that way. Right. We didn't implement it in our life. Now, when it came to
chess
Connect 4 was blocking.
Huh?
And I say Connect 4 was about blocking your moves.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. You can either play the game to try to hurry up and connect, or you can stay in the game by just blocking the person's moves. Period. Right. That was the only 2 choices you had with Connect 4.
Yep. One false move, it was over.
Yeah. So to me, it was always best to play the game where you blocking, because sometimes you turn around and make and checkers, yeah. And sometimes I played plenty of checkers.
And if you think about the game of chess, where unlike checkers are not like chess, but chess is more strategic. And you have to think. You have to be patient. It's teaching you how to try to stay 4 or 5 steps ahead of the person that you're competing against, and trying to hope that and also trying to strategize to keep that person from basically putting you in checkmate. So honestly, I think the game had the intent behind the game to some extent was to teach you how to be patient, not to move too fast, not to make too many quick choices, not to be impulsive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes impulsiveness can cost you more than you think it costs you. Like, impulsiveness is something that people study. Here's what I mean by study. When you start talking about people that sell stuff, right, and merchandise stuff and stuff like that, the whole intent behind what they study is the habits and the behavior of humans, how they shop. So they know that people have the tendency to be impulsive. So what they will put stuff in your face that what they consider to be an impulsive buy, impulse buy, meaning that you see it and you'll buy it on impulse, not really thinking about it. Like a candy bar is an impulse buy. You're not thinking about the candy bar when you go in the store, but let you stand in line for a little while and you start looking at all these nice candy bars there, the Snickers, Twix, and all of a sudden you get impulsive and say, let me just grab a quick Twix, or let me just grab a quick Reese cup or whatever. You don't even realize that they have studied the impulsiveness of a human being, and they'll end up buying it just on an impulse.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why
just on it alone.
What's up, Leah? How you doing? Welcome back. What's up, Mr.
What's up, Leah? Good with you. You gonna stick around with us today, Leah? Who's that? Another.
I'm doing homework.
We appreciate y'all. Oh, okay. All right. I remember those days. Hey, do you play board games with your kids? That's a good question. It's a good question for the young lady today. She said with the kiddos, because we just talking about that, parents playing video games. Now, you probably get your parents to play the video games.
Mental Raccoon said, and now imagine how they have gotten the whole world addicted to sugar.
Yeah. Look. You talking about Candy Man? And
Wait.
Damn, Ron. You got more snacks out there than food, man.
Food? Who eats foods? I know.
She said, I guess wait a minute. She said, now imagine how they gotten the whole world addicted to everything, addicted to the world, addicted to sugar. Yeah, listen, I can, not to get off the subject, but about the sugar. I didn't realize how addictive sugar was until I came off of Mountain Dew. And I know that sounds like a drug, right? I came off of Mountain Dew. I used to love Mountain Dew. A cold can of Mountain Dew was my twist. I used to work at a police station. I used to put on the MP, like on the computer, like Bolo meant be on the lookout. So I'd be like, Bolo 16 to 20 MTD, you know what I'm saying? Green. You know what I mean? So basically it was like 20 ounce, 16 ounce, and it's in green. You know what I'm saying? And they would bring it to me. So, I went to, so at that time, I'm getting a little older now, I had my little medical issues. And they started telling me, you got to turn around and cut down on that sugar. And I'm like, cut down on the sugar. I'm like, what am I drinking that got sugar? Because I don't really drink juices and stuff like that unless I'm either eating. But then I'm like, wait a minute, I used to drink Mountain Dew. So I stopped drinking. I started cutting it down. I must have didn't drink Mountain Dew for about a month. And the other stuff that was coming, man, when I went to drink something like a Mountain Dew, I didn't like it. I was like, what's the problem? Like, I realized that I was like addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm like, man, this is addictive because everything has sugar in it. So when I had to quit it, I had to try to keep toning down. Like, I ain't had to like jump right off. I couldn't cold turkey it. I had to jump down off of it with other sodas. You know what I'm saying? Like Fresca, no diet. I only drink water. Like, now I'll drink water throughout the day, but when I eat, I can't drink no water. That ain't happening. I know we off the subject, but I drink water all day, but I can't eat and drink water. Like, it just kills the taste. So that's why I couldn't understand, like, how could my sugar be up? But it was really the Mountain Dew. And then, sugar is in everything. The same type that is also in salt, which is sodium. You know what I mean? So you don't realize how much sugar has sodium and things like that to chase you. Water retention and stuff like that. But yeah, sugar was addictive. It was definitely. But so I drank Fresca, which is more of a sweetener, gum-based type of deal. I learned recently through Jay when Jay was talking about it. Yeah, I love juice. I love me some juice. I used to be cool. We kept Kool-Aid in the house and iced tea. Ron know that. Like, man, we was with a measuring cup of Kool-Aid. We ain't just dumping in there. We was on some chemistry shit.
And it was the hood rich family.
Yeah. You said great conversation. Oh, thank you, Metal. Like, yeah, appreciate that. Because we felt like this was something that was more relatable. Because when we start talking, man, like I said, me and Ronnie grew up, so we was kind of like, as we started talking about the board games and stuff, that like we used to be in that joint arguing, saying over some of that stuff. That was some real shit. So as we start thinking about, we like, man, you know what? That'd be a good topic. How many people actually played board games and actually adapted it to life when all the games were supposed to adapt to a life? It's a game, but that's what life is. Life is a game out here until it's not. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm gonna learn to play chess though. I'm gonna learn to play chess. I wasn't that rich, Ron. I wasn't that rich. You know what I mean? But I kind of. But also what I like about
the board. Look. What's up, sis?
What's going on? What's up, sis? What's up? Eat. What else you call you? UE. I gotta call you UE on here. What's up, Sheila? What's going on with you?
They didn't realize. Like I said, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't realize then how important, how essential those games were, man. Like, honestly, when I look back, like, man,
thanks for coming through. Yeah,
it would have been.
We didn't look at it.
We didn't see it that way. We just saw it as fun and a game. We didn't see it as a life lesson.
Yeah. And these other games like Dungeons and Dragons, that's a really deep game too. Because those are people play that game today and adults. That's one game that I know that people play from a childhood to adults.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm thinking about something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know that people played that game from almost childhood to adults because they got trapped into the medieval type of story. You know what I'm saying? And then they actually started putting it on the video games. Like I can't think of the one game, but it's like what is the name of that game? But as far as the video games, so some of them games they actually moved into video games, which actually has some supposed to have something to do with life, like a lot of anime, cartoons and stuff like that. They say if you really look at it, it's about a story. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't see it. But when you think about it, just like when we watched the Chinese Black Belt Theater, you know what I'm saying? There was a story behind it, usually a love story or vengeance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know, so I guess the anime is probably kind of same thing when it comes to the cartoon. You know what I mean? We knew that they couldn't fly in the Chinese joint. You know, they, you know what I mean? But even when we played the game, we thought we was doing the same thing when we come outside and play it. I'm going to fly over there and kick you. You know what I'm saying?
It looked cool at the time.
Yeah, it did. It did look cool. You know what I'm saying?
Then
Talking
think about like even when you think about if you had females in your house as kids, most of them play with dolls and they played like a family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
They had
Yeah.
easy bake cooking ovens and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
they were teaching you a lot about being domesticated as a family, cooking,
Mhm.
and how to
Mhm.
furnish the house and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Those were the games that we grew up on, and it was actually educating you on how to function in a society wise to some extent. I'm only
A
saying
Barbie.
females
Yeah.
and stuff because they play with dolls. So they knew how to do hair with dolls because of doll babies. They had, you know,
Yeah.
little Barbie houses. They knew they were becoming domesticated and understood what it
Yeah.
took to take care of a family.
Yep, and even in Ken doll, even they had male. They had male children. They had baby doll. Like as boys, we didn't have other than GI Joe. We didn't, but we ain't had GI Joe. Ain't had no woman. He ain't had no kids. Oh yeah, it was a gun. They didn't have a dog. Like GI Joe didn't have
a kung fu grip.
Yeah, that's it. They ain't come with a family. They were single. They were single. They were studs. You know what I mean? Ain't that something when you think about it? You know what I mean? Like, man, they got no damn family.
Yo, that's messed up, man. They did us dirty, bro.
Yeah, man.
Now you got me thinking back like that.
They ain't had no family. Nope. They ain't had no life. They ain't had no lifestyle for the man. Yeah. Go to war. Go to war. That was it. Go to war and superheroes. That's all they had. Yeah, go to war. They, listen, Barbie had like a nice house. She had furniture. She had clothes.
Nice house. She had a nice car.
Yeah.
Barbie
clothes, shoes. They had a theater. They would go ahead. They had places to go. They even had other buildings to go and shopping and everything else. G.I. Joe ain't getting nothing but the trucking guns. That was it. Trucking guns. He said Zelda. I like to play Zelda. I did like to play Zelda. And that had a story too.
Yeah.
He said, that's messed up, right? See?
Right. That's now I'm sitting there thinking about, wait a minute, man. They did us dirty, bro.
They ain't give us shit. They ain't give us shit to Father's Day. Father's Day, they still don't want to give us nothing.
Even if you think about Superman, right? He had to be Superman to even have a relationship. He just couldn't be the regular dude. It's the same dude. She don't want the same dude. He don't want Clark Kent. She wants Superman. Why? Because he can fight and beat people up.
Spider-Man, same thing. Spider-Man. She ain't want Peter Parker. She wanted Spider-Man.
She wants Spider-Man.
And I don't want to talk to you. You're a nerd. They always want the bad guy or the better looking guy.
Strong guy. Man, you know what? Some of y'all nasty. That's what some of these women are nasty. I know why they wanted Spider-Man, and I know why they wanted Superman. They were thinking nasty thoughts. They wanted to fly him in the air and do nasty stuff.
Ooh, look at him in that.
Can we get some privacy? Can we fly somewhere else and do this? Spider-Man, same thing. Can you take me up and do it? We can make our own bed in the web.
Let me go see him change in the booth. All the women run to the booth, see him change. Go ahead, Clark. He ain't even found a phone booth with tinted windows. He just went in there and just got it down. You know what I'm saying? Start stripping. Yeah. And see what the women do to us, yo.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? See what that that's the only reason.
Now, don't get me wrong. Batman, he had played. He was a black. Batman is probably the only one that probably had game on both sides of it. I mean, but if she had to pick, she probably would take Batman. But Bruce Wayne. But see, here's the thing: if Bruce Wayne didn't have no money, if Iron Man didn't have no money,
like what hero didn't have nothing, and the person that still accepted them as who they were? They say y'all stupid. No, we just peeping the game, cuz you know we just peeping the game. You knew the game. You ain't even tell us.
yeah.
You ain't even tell us. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you right now. You shouldn't have got on here. You shouldn't have got on here, Sheila. I got some things to ask you. You ain't.
I'm trying to think. Now you got me thinking. Like what?
Nothing. Nothing. There's no hero. It was no regular dude that got looked at and was like, "Oh, this gonna be my man." You know what I'm saying? He had to go do something or have something for them to be their man. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you how much I'm thinking, and I'm at blank man right now.
Look, blank man, same thing. They want him when he was a handicap. They want him as a handicap. Yeah, they want him as a handicap.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute, I got one for you. What about the All-American Heroes?
Oh, that was my shot, bro.
All of them, man. It's not one that you can think that they was in love with a particular one that they was like, they could be regular. Nobody was regular and had love.
Right. Even Mike.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody. No, nobody.
Yeah, I mean, not a superhero.
Yeah, why did you still be? Yeah, not there. This could just be locked. Like, yeah, no, you cute. I like you. No, you gotta have something. You gotta have some money or something. You know what I mean?
So the only time in life you probably didn't have to have a lot of money to have somebody, you had to be back in the Stone Age with the Flintstones.
You're right. But no,
that was before all the nice stuff was developed.
Well, man, they probably clubbed them in the head back then, though. Bitch, I hit you with this rock. I can't afford. I can't afford.
Violence started in the Stone Age. What you say? You're gonna leave me out stoned to death.
Yeah, I go with you. You go with me. Plunk. You coming with me, and we gonna make some kids.
Anyway. They wasn't leaving there. As soon as Fred walked out the house, he just put a big stone in front of the door. You ain't going nowhere. He want to go home, honey.
He had a car. He had a car. That's why he got Betty. You know what I'm saying? I mean Wilma, because he had a car. You know what I'm saying? If you couldn't afford a club, you used the rocks around. That's why it was called Bedrock. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of a freaky name too, Bedrock too.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? They just lift up their little kilts or whatever they was wearing.
Think about it. Fred and Barney was strong as hell. They was moving that car with their feet like it was nothing.
Yeah, they kick your ass, bro.
Fred and Barney was strong, bro.
They was real men.
Concrete.
Yeah, they was real men back then. And the women ain't never had to be running that there, John. He said, I love the Flintstones. Right. Yeah.
Yo, that's
you know what I'm saying? Man. Hey, listen, when I was a kid, I used to love ribs so much. I always wanted them ribs that Fred used to get. I'm still waiting for a whole rack like that to tilt my car. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ribs or something like that it was called.
Yeah. Only thing was close to that is the beef ribs that Ernest made. Ernest had them big brontosaurus bone beef ribs, yo. It'd be like a little bit of ass meat on that big ass bone. You like, wait, man.
Where's the meat?
Yeah, where's the rest of the meat on the ribs? Like I get more on the pork ribs than the beef ribs. I don't understand that. The beef is big as hell, but they ain't got no meat on it.
Where's the meat?
Yeah, right. Shit.
Man, those board games, the stuff that they developed back then, man, really was teaching us a lot of life lessons, and we were just, you know, I guess because we was kids and we really didn't understand it, man. But if we would have really embraced it then, man,
because we had fun playing the game. We was really laughing, like it was really wholesome laughing and having fun playing them board games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
And it made you think and proud. It was definitely a thinking process game, and it definitely manipulated people to think family wise or together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It might put you together. It might break your apart too. But tell your kid, go to bed. But put that shit down. No, I know you got all the money, but now I got all the money. Take your ass to bed.
Mom, they gave me the wheelbarrow again.
Gonna charge me for stepping on your property. So ass out. Go take the bed. That's the property you take. Now I got your property and your money.
Yeah, that was those board games, man. They were amazing, man. They was
What?
Like I said, we didn't realize it at the time, but I think as you start to really look at the life and how you live in your life, especially I'm pointing more to Monopoly.
Monopoly in life.
Yeah,
Monopoly and life should have been the two games. Actually, all three. I gotta bring back Operation because
Operation.
Yeah, those three games. I feel like every household should actually have it. Now I don't know so much about chess. You dropped the light, and oh man, what's going on? Oh, you dropped the light. I got you. Because I had some people that dropped their subscriber. They stop unsubscribing. That's another thing. Why you on here? Unsubscribe people.
Your life together. When you really come and you subscribe, you stay. You better not leave.
I'll come get you if you turn around and unsubscribe me. But no. But I would say those 3 to 4 board games. Actually, there's a lot of them, but I would say those 3 or 4 board games, 4, were actually to me be the one. I would love to go back and learn how to play chess because people that play chess talk about that as had a life. But you know, we didn't grow up with kings. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so I don't even know what that would be. You have a pawn and where you're supposed to use people. Now, when you think about it, the way that they use people, you could talk about corporate, using you and things like that. That puts you in a place of, you know, and then somebody taking them down. So I think I'm going to try to play chess. I'm trying to see if I can.
A lot about war too, because in war, the pawns go first.
Right.
Because they look at the pawns as they really kind of worthless, useless. So they say, oh, the pawns go first. Why? Because your job is to protect the ones that have the more capability, the ones that's more strategic, can do a lot more, move a lot more, smarter and more intelligent. But I don't really play chess. I played it a couple of times.
I'm sorry.
I played chess a couple of times, but I think there's a lot. Like I said, I think there's a lot to learn in that. But like the game of Operations, if you really start to think about Operations back then, it was teaching people, you know, like you didn't want to touch that edge. You know what I mean? It was like you wanted to be careful, and it challenged you to be steady-handed. It challenged you, like honestly speaking,
no matter what.
Right, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we didn't have no high-tech tools. I mean, our high-tech back then was what, Etch-a-Sketch?
Yeah. I still ain't figured that out. I still not figured out how Etch-a-Sketch work, yo. I remember I wanted to open that bitch up one day, like, what's the little thing that's riding around inside? Like, you know what I mean? You got the left and right, drawing circles. Yeah, like, what is that thing in there? What is it? I'm gonna look that up.
Let me
find out what was the thing that came around. What?
If you was able to draw something of uniqueness on the Etch-a-Sketch, you made a really good draw. You was brilliant.
I know where you're going.
I don't care who you was at Etch-a-Sketch. Everybody drew like they was retarded.
Well, listen, is you about to go? Is you finished?
Go ahead.
So here's the crazy thing about Etch-a-Sketch. Like you said, what if you put the hottest thing that ever been in there? Let somebody come and shake that bitch up, bro. You will fucking
my
kill.
just called me retarded.
You're not supposed to use the word retarded. Brown was good at that. Yo, but Chilla, after he turned around and did it, who came and shook it all up and threw it up? Well, it was probably Worm or Ernest. I say Worm.
Another one of those get into a fight moment.
Yeah, that's a fighting moment. You sat there all that time and was able to look like Drew a card. They like, oh, I can draw this. You like, you should have bought your own. Everybody should have had their own Etch-a-Sketch. It was a Heather. What's up, Heather? I used to watch the. What's going on? I used to watch the. What'd she say? I used to watch the old TV show Lamb Chops playing along when I was growing up. Listen, we had a whole bunch of shows we used to watch like that. Captain Noah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, what was the other joints that come on? Damn, Albert, something Albert. What's the Albert show? It was the dudes had the show, something Albert. Not Fat Albert. The outlet. He was like he had a real kid show.
Huh? No, that's not it. It's
the something Albert something, so the Ali Albert show or something like that. And people used to come on there and sing and all kinds of this shit. Damn, it's gonna come back to me.
I know you talking.
Yeah, we used to have a lot of good shows. Yeah, there was a lot of good shows that showed express, you know what I'm saying, the talent and stuff on there. But yes,
yeah, and those life lessons.
But yeah, the board games definitely would have you fight. But everybody should have did bring their own Etch-a-Sketch though. I will say that.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I was good.
Like, I remember I was tough. Yeah, you was.
Once I figured out that if you turn the two knobs at the same time, you can get the Etch-a-Sketch to go on an angle.
Just round it off a little bit. Yeah, you had to hit it just right. Just
I didn't realize
you be like,
one went up, one went down. But if you turn them exactly in unison, you can make the line go kind of the way you want it. I was like, second now.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. People had to realize that's hand-eye coordination and manipulation. Because if you took your time enough to do it, it was delicate. You really had to turn around and get it, but you had to play it enough to figure out how to make it do what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Definitely. So yeah, like I said, there was a lot of good stuff back then. We didn't portray the shit. You know, it's crazy. I had talked to some homies on the phone the other day. And like one of my dudes, like, you know, we was young and, you know, think about this. Sheila, that you on here, you check this out because you wouldn't know. We had Richard Wright Richardson School, which is right there at 11th Venango, which was our Get Set school.
Richard L. Wright, yeah.
Richard L. Wright.
Right.
Then you had Bethune. We went to Bethune for 6 years. So that's 7 years, 7 to 8 years, you got to know everybody in your neighborhood and all the neighborhood school people that came around the school. So, you know, that was the most innocent time that we developed like we was family around there. You know what I'm saying? The kids, the people that you went to junior and went to elementary school. Now, after you turned around and went to, she said it was pictures pages with Bill Cosby, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But what was I going to say? So yeah, so in elementary school was the most innocent time before the girls, before the boys, before the money and all that type of stuff. So when we went to junior high school, that's 3 years. You go to high school, that's another 3 years. So in elementary school is the most developing relationship with all our people. Yep. So that was when they was innocent. So you know, when I grew up, I ain't gonna give his name out on here, but they gave him a nickname in the hood. So you know, I'm like, you know, I ain't been around this since I was a kid. We grew up, you know what I mean? Distances come, money and things change and stuff. And you start hanging with different people. So I go around the neighborhood and, you know, I went to speak to him and they like, you know him? I'm like, no, they like, yo, this boy, that, he that. And you like, and you turn around and say the person government name, you kind of like, such and such, like, because you knew them as a kid, they family to you. You don't even know them on their street name level. You only know them by who you always known them as, you know what I mean? And the crazy thing is, Like when I went to talk to them, and it's several of them, they all treat you like family when you get on the phone with them.
Right.
No matter what kind of hard life they done went to jail, shot people, went through everything. When you go to talk to them, that innocence come out because they like, yo, what's up, Aunt? Like you like a little kid to them again, like y'all little kids again. Like we all on it. It was 3 of us. I'm on the phone with 3 killers. I'm on the phone with 3 killers and we laughing like we was kids, you know what I mean? Remembering the innocent times when we would sit on the paper and draw pictures in school. We be on the floor all trying to draw a picture together, draw comic book characters, draw all kinds of different stuff, cars, you know what I mean? And now you sitting there like, yo, he got 14 kids, he got 9. I'm like, how y'all both was in jail and y'all got more kids than me? Y'all was in jail half your life and y'all got more kids than me.
That goes to prove the point. They always want the tough guy.
You always want the tough guy, the dude that's getting that money, the dude that's out there being the player, you know what I'm saying, and everything else. But it definitely, And those are the times we play video games. Listen, one of the dudes, he was in the Thanksgiving parade with me. He was gangster, y'all. This nigga was even in the parade. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how gangster this boy was. You know what I'm saying? They be like, wait a minute, was you in that parade? Oh, nigga, I could have took your money. Like, no, you wouldn't. Shit, I would have came and helped him out though. That's how cool we was, you know what I'm saying, back then, because we was going to the other side of the streets and hanging with them. Like, you know, we lived on one side of the bridge at 10th Street, and you know, they lived on the other side. So we would go over there as kids, you know what I'm saying, growing up going to their house in and out. By the time you become a teenager, they go to one school, you go to another school, so your distance kind of get lost as to, you know, who was your friend. But the one thing they do, you remember their mom, you remember their pop, you know what I'm saying? You remember that the respect was there. Like one of the dudes turned around and was like, he said, yeah, man, I came around there and tried to get some work from you. He said, you told me no, you wouldn't give me the work. He said, I ain't give it to you because I ain't want your mom to come at me. You know what I'm saying? Like you killing people on the street and you worried about this dude's mom, but that's what it was, that respect of that person mom from growing up like that. You almost felt like that was your honor. That was, you ain't want to let them down. That was your people. Like, I don't want Miss Johnson coming over my house cussing at me about you. I'd rather somebody come out here and shoot at me than to have Miss Johnson be mad at me that I turned around and gave you some work to work with. You know what I'm saying? So that just show you like that respect and that closeness that we had as children, you know what I'm saying? You know, and then growing up, man.
Yeah, it was exciting times, man. Growing up. I mean, life isn't perfect, and
it's not.
It's all in how you take it. You can murmur and complain about what's ever going on, man, or you can just turn around and just enjoy the journey that you're on, no matter what it is.
Go back and play board games, y'all.
Yeah. The more you learn and enjoy the journey. Because my thing is this: if you looked at your life like the game of Monopoly, it would have been fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like in real life, bankruptcy ain't fun, right?
Right.
Why is it fun on Monopoly?
Yeah, but you get rich, so that's the fun part of it. Now, life.
My thing is that, in other words, the fact that you get when you wake up the next day, you get another shot.
Yeah,
another shot.
Yeah. That's the good thing about the board game. You could kind of say you could predict your life, but I think, like I said, when I played life. Again, it was so much later in my life because that was the only game that you actually had kids in a family and you had to develop real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? You had bills, you had things that you can lose, and you know what I'm saying? So I think that was, like I said, I think that was such a prevalent game. They probably should put that actually on the phones too, you know what I mean? The video game, not just Monopoly, but I definitely think that life should be something that those games need to be brought back out. You know what I mean? And then think about it logically as to what it pertains in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because it really does have a lot to do with you know, in our lives, all the games.
Because
yep.
And my thing is I don't see nothing. I know a lot of these younger people, they like to play the video games. They like to do this and they like to do that. But I think the false misconception that they're starting to get is that you can keep just restarting the button and you don't have to actually try to make it actually through. Where, you know what I mean? When you're in the game, and you got to stay in the game until you accomplish in the game what it is you're trying to accomplish. Rather you win or lose, how you play the game, and you learn from it.
And just don't get mad. Don't get mad, y'all. Don't let it. Listen, you got kids that get so super emotionally mad, and that's the problem right there too. Half the time they playing against the computer, and you already, you're playing against an advanced system.
Right.
So you're going to get mad. So when you're in your home and you're playing, so to me, I think it's best to play people or play with several people because you got the emotions of talking back to them. You know what I'm saying, and not being able to oppose to being in that room and playing the game by yourself and thinking everything's supposed to go your way. You know what I mean? So you just got control, and you're by yourself. You're in that room by yourself. You ain't got somebody be like, no, you could have did this and that. You know what I mean? Just like if you're playing checkers, take it back to something primitive. Like if I'm standing over you watching checkers, I can see the moves that you need to make. You might not see it because you're in the game.
Right.
But somebody standing over you, they like, no, why he ain't do that? And why he could have did this and could have did that? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think, yeah. You see another angle.
And see that, but if you think about it, that's why in football we have coaches. In basketball we have coaches. And in certain things, in certain sports, you have coaches because they have a broader perspective. You're in the game. You only can see what you see. But a coach sees everything from a broader perspective, and he can actually alter. If you trusted the coach's decision making, and you trust their ability to alter and shift how you're moving, and you follow their direction, sometimes it can help you overcome your opponent. But if you want to keep trusting on what you think you're in the game. You don't see what the coach see. You don't even know what the coach knows. You just think you know because you're in the game, but you don't realize you got to trust the instinct of your coach. And when he's trying to tell you, okay, yeah, you keep doing this, but this is why you're missing it because you keep doing this. But if you do this, this will change. But if you keep doing it, and I'm telling you not to do it, and you're doing it, and it's like you said with checkers. If I'm standing over checkers watching y'all play, and although I'm not trying to give you the strategy of the win, I see why you lost. I see the one move that you made that altered the game that gave them the position to be able to clean you off the board.
That's why you need. That's why you need. Sometimes you need a coach. I ain't saying everybody do, but most really, God, we really do. Sometimes we all need somebody right there to watch you play and to say, "Hey, come here, do this. Go to the right. Go to the left. Hey, come here. When you fight, duck, come under." Hit him with that left hook because he leaving that open every time. So that's what you should realize. They said when you need any games, you really do need a coach. I mean, and that's what we need in our life. We need coaches in our lives, whether it be a therapeutic, whether it be godly, whether it be a parent or just a CO. A correction officer can be a coach too.
Or it might just be somebody that y'all might, a homie, but y'all know how to hold each other accountable.
You're right. Yeah, that's it too. Somebody holding you accountable. We all need that.
They know how to hold you accountable. They just not, they're not one of those people, oh, everything's going to be okay type of person. It's like, yo, bro, what you doing? I mean, no, we ain't doing that, bro.
Yeah, don't do that.
I mean,
we're not doing that.
Somebody that know how to tell you when it really matters, especially when it really matters, when they see you going in a direction that's not going to be good for you. And you running off of emotions and they trying to say, "Low, bro, slow down. Look at what you're getting ready to do. Really look at what you're about to do." And that'll tell you how much the person care about you. Because somebody that don't care about you, they'll let you keep going. And let you go everything you're doing and be like, and they be like, well, and then they'll turn around and say, man, I knew you shouldn't have did it. I knew you should have did it. Well, why you didn't say nothing?
Right.
You knew I was trying to tell you, but you didn't say anything.
I was trying to tell you.
But if I was trying to tell you and I kept trying to tell you, didn't listen, that's your fault. But if I knew it and I didn't try to tell you, then as a friend, it's my fault because I'm not really being a friend. I'm not showing how much I care about you. I just let you fall into
it. Right.
Now you might not like it when the person is saying it to you at the moment. It might be uncomfortable. Like, man, I ain't like what he was saying. But if you really start to comprehend what they're saying, sometimes you look back and say, you know what, I ain't like what he said when he said it, but he was right.
Exactly.
He was right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's it. Really,
I can't count how many times somebody said something to me, and I was like, I had to backtrack. Like, yeah, they was right.
Exactly. It could have been, and it's only because and they just called you at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Right. And make you think about it. And like again, just as I was just saying about the dudes that we was on the phone. Again, like I just said,
We grew up in Philly. We grew up in a rough neighborhood. But like I said, these row homes, you got 60 to 100 houses on that block. And that's why that respect came, even though he came from around one block, he came from, I mean, well, I could probably tell some people, you know what I'm saying? He came from one block, went on another block, which is probably about, let's say seven blocks, something like that. Let's say less than a quarter mile, you know what I'm saying? Let's say like an eighth. You know what I mean? So, he up on that block, and then he remembered him from school, or just, the outcome of how he walked home from school, walking back from school, being in class. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other family members, like your sister or your brothers that might know they older brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and things like that. And like he said, when he went down, the boy was only about, I want to say about 4 or 5 years older than him, but he was out on the streets doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And as gangster as he was, he still, when his man came, he was like, yo, I'm trying to get that work. He's like, no, you're not doing that. You ain't getting it from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he put, like, even though he was in the midst of it, you're not doing that. Just like your brother. Your brother told me the same thing. When I wanted to try to hustle, you're not doing that. I'll beat your ass. You pick some drugs and try to sell it. You like, you gonna fuck me up, but you selling it. You fucking selling it. Give it to me, and I can help sell. We can get this money. No, you ain't getting money like that because you don't have to. Because what the life that I'm living, you shouldn't be doing this. I don't want to do it, but I'm doing it because this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good at it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might not be good at it, and I might have to kill your ass. You know what I mean? You fuck my money up. You know what I mean? You just don't know. You don't know what they actually saved you from that point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And you're right, because he was like that. He's like, no, you're not doing that. He didn't play.
Yeah.
And he did it with anybody. If you was in it, nope, no, you ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's what I was trying to say about the bull. Like, even though the bull was out there doing the same thing.
And the way he punched, you want to go argue?
No. He said he ain't play, right? We all know who we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I was like, it was like your parents talking to you, like, all right.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that. You're right. No, I'm all right.
Yeah. Like, I want to get my god brother on here, y'all, one day. You know what I'm saying? He be doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say his name, but I want to get my god brother on here. Let's show y'all appreciation of what he been there for me, because he was another one that pulled my tail on a lot of situations that I was been in, ready to probably get shot with. I wanted to tear into somebody's ass, and he like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or, we even though he might have been hustling, I mean, again, the etiquette, he showed me. My parents took me to the restaurant many a time. Me and him, I was like his knockout for the young boys that owed him money. You know what I mean? So we went out to a restaurant, and he was like, hey, we ordered food. He said, hey, give me some salt water. You know what I'm saying? We like, okay. He said, salt water. He said, hey, give me all utensils. And he put all our utensils in the water, the hot water and the salt, with a little salt in it. He said, yeah, that's how you sterilize your utensils. So I'm like, damn, all right. My parents never showed me. I'm not saying it's a big deal, but to me, it really is a big deal, because to this day, I remember that. You know what I mean? Here goes somebody that hustled on the street. But again, we lived on a block where people cared about you. You know what I mean?
He did not want you to put a dirty utensil in your mouth.
Yeah. Yep. And then there was times where I got in an argument. I was about to probably get shot. I had a 12 gauge shoved in my face. And I'm steady talking shit. Shoot me, man. I'm so mad. I'm talking shit. You know how you just get mad, you don't even care. And I ain't want that shotgun shell. I didn't know. And no, he came right out there and was like, yo, come here, man. Stop being stupid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And he was out in the game, though. A lot of his friends was getting killed. You know what I'm saying? But I was his young boy, and he was like, you're not doing that. You ain't coming out here for that. You know what I'm saying? Get out of that dude way. That's a grown man. Don't play with him. He will kill you. He's stupid. Come on, man. Don't let him make you stupid. I'm like, all right. And that's why I'm 53, going on 54 next month anyway. You know what I'm saying? He pulled my tail plenty of times.
Outside of just your parents, you had somebody else kind of overseeing your life. And you was humble enough to accept it.
Yeah, or scared. Like, he gonna beat my ass.
All right.
You like, all right, then. I ain't selling no drugs. All right. What you did, Ron? You went and found candy. He made you go from guns to candy. He said, "No, you ain't selling shit." Right? Like, well, I'm sell candy then.
Yeah. Anybody want some tasty cakes?
Yeah.
It worked though. I
Yeah.
didn't make the money they was making, but I made something.
Right. Hey, Sheila, thank you. Thank you for visiting us sometime because
yes.
thank you. I appreciate that. And it's good to see, get to hear you. I mean, get to see your quotes and your comments because you know how it was raising us and growing up and, and how we grew up. You was part of that.
Yep, definitely.
And I just want people to know, Sheila, let them know you still got a son that's 53 years old. Hey, that's why you trying to talk to my mom? Yeah. She said, "Yeah, no problem. Love y'all. Yes, we love you too, yo. We love you too."
Yeah, I always tell people.
Out the pit, we love you too. Out the pit, you still on here. We love everybody on this, John. We love everybody. We love everybody.
If it wasn't from, hey man, my sister had fed me many a time, man. I always say that. Then when I was growing up, when it came to eating, I mean, my other siblings did, but my oldest sister was the one that actually made sure I ate. Sure I ate when there was something to eat.
Yeah, that was your second mom.
Yeah. I mean, she made sure I ate when there was something to eat. You know what I mean? And I love her for it. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't take nothing for granted. You know what I mean, at all. But we're going to get ready to get up out of here.
Hey, wait a minute. I got one question for Sheila. Hey, Sheila, did you babysit because you like babysitting me, or did you babysit because my mom and dad paid you well and you was able to sneak some stuff, you know what I'm saying, like food? And I don't know if you just smoked some weed or nothing like that, but did you babysit because you like?
Told y'all he was hood rich. Told y'all he was hood rich. They can afford a babysitter and pay.
Because if my parents paid, that was it, right? Or no, you just said, no, he's such a lovable, single, one child. I do this for no money. They paid me well.
Told you. They was hood rich.
Okay, I thought it was love, cuz. I thought it was just I was so cute.
Now we see why she took the money.
Yeah, I tormented your ass too, didn't I? He said they better pay me. He'd be like, "You better let me go outside, Sheila, because if not, I'm gonna talk you to death." I love when he came and got you, because that was when I go outside. You know, my dad put me on a punishment for the duration.
Man,
He'd have me. I'd just be getting out right now. I probably had no kids, nothing. They'd be like, "Wait, you was locked up?" Like, no, my dad, he had me on punishment.
That was the only person.
I ain't see you when you graduated. Like, yeah, my dad had me on punishment after I graduated.
18 years in prison, but never went to prison.
That's why when I get outside, I'm out. I don't tell nobody shit. I'm out. Where you at? What? Where you at?
First time I ain't got out the house, ain't come back for 2 years.
I'm free.
I don't know. He's still outside.
There you go. I seen the furniture change in the house before I left. I'm like, I got what the new refrigerator. Well, when can I go outside? Can I at least get out their way? Can I come out the house, get out their way so they can furnish the home? Try to get a breath of fresh air. Can you get Sheila to babysit? Or one of my cousins so I can go outside? So I ain't got to be in their face. As soon as they bring them in, I'm being right in your business. They be like, "Listen, will you go somewhere?" Well, I can't, because I can't go outside unless nobody don't tell them no. But yeah, we about to end this off, yo. We greatly appreciate y'all for stopping by and everybody that had their drink, you know what I mean, comments and stuff like that in their chats. We really appreciate y'all taking your time and effort, though.
We had a fun time. It was a good show. Great show. Had a lot of fun with it. I knew it was gonna be a great show. But we get ready to get up out of here. Every single one of y'all. Do me a favor. Please have a blessed, wonderful day. Make sure y'all stay safe out there. Stay strong. Thank you, Sheila, for showing up out the put, and everybody else that was in the chat. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And like always, just make God first in your life, and that'll help you through a lot of things in life. Real talk. And with that said, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Make sure y'all use that OG Network 26 promo code so y'all can get that 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 on the top to bottom store. And if y'all not sure what I'm talking about, the website, the link to the website is right on my page. So that's OG Network 26, and you get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up. And that's, I use their product. I buy their candles. I use their hair care, skincare products, so forth. And with that said, and if you're not sure, we get ready to run the last commercial as we close out this video. Every single one of y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. We out of here. Peace.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.